audience, me and Denise, we want to tell you a little bit about why we, just a tiny bit of why we do this, and do this show. Is that we do it because we like movies. We're not going in there being all critical, and well, we can do that, right? But we don't do that. We go in there to be entertained. And so that's our segue into our show today. So Denise, what movie are you recommending for our audience today?
Okay, I am recommending the movie Joe Bell, starring Mark Wahlberg and Connie Britton. And this is a true story. I actually went to the theater to see it, and I was the only person in the theater. Yay! And this movie is about a dad who is trekking across country to advocate for his son who committed suicide because he was bullied in school because he was gay. So Joe Bell is walking across country, literally walking across country, and stopping at different venues to speak to community members, to high schools, anywhere that he can get that message out about anti-bullying and the damage that it does to the person being bullied, as well as the families of those individuals. And during this trek, there are flashbacks of Joe's time that he spent with his son. And in those flashbacks, you see their relationship. And in the beginning, when Joe found out that his son was gay, he, didn't take it very well. They lived in a small town, so everybody knew everybody. So he had to endure the talking behind his back and behind his son's back, and the jeers and teasing and taunting along with his son. And so Connie Britton's character, she plays Joe's wife, and she is supportive in his quest to get the anti-bullying message out into the world. And unfortunately, the movie ends tragically. I was not prepared for this at all. And at the end of the movie, scrolling along with the credits, you find out a little bit more about Joe and his family and his son. And I enjoyed the movie. You kind of feel like you're on the trek along with Joe as he's traveling. And you feel for him because he's struggling with this. And you feel for the wife who's just trying to keep it together because they have a young son. And of course, you feel for the son who tragically lost his life, because no one should have to endure bullying because of who they are and their identity. So I recommend Joe Bell.
So my recommendation this week is Joked, starring Kate Beckinsale. So Kate Beckinsale plays Lindy, and the girl got some issues, and they all stem from impulse control problems, which is actually exacerbated by her anger issues. Right, and so she's kind of like this because she had a very traumatic childhood, and she has been isolated for years by herself. And then the military found out about her condition, and they were like lab testing her, and then they combat trained her, and they turned her into this superhuman fighting machine with horrible social issues. So the only way that she can control this condition that she has is she wears this electro vest that shocks her to help her in. She presses the button and it shocks her, and it calms her down so that she won't hurt or kill somebody. All right, because she'll get mad on a dime. All right. So her psychiatrist and the inventor of the best, Dr. Munchie, who's played by Stanley Tucci, he tells her, in order to get control of this condition, you need to start learning how to socialize with people besides him, right? Because that's the only person she can talk to without trying to want to kill her. All right. So Lindy meets this mild-mannered accountant called Justin. And Justin is played by Jai Courtney. And after a rocky start, they really hit it off. So for the first time in her lifetime, she feels like she's got control of her condition because she has control of her emotions because of the way she feels about Justin. But then she finds out Justin gets killed. And so she goes on this mission of revenge, to find out who killed the man that was helping her somewhat start to live a normal life. This is a Amazon original, right? And I recommend that you go see this, My recommendation for this week is Joe. Denise, who is your nailed it for this week?
My nailed it is a dynamic duo of Rene Russo and Pierce Brosnan in the movie The Thomas Crown Affair. Wow. You talk about sexual chemistry.
Yes.
When this movie was made, Rene Russo was in her 40s and looking fabulous. And two scenes in particular that had me very interested. One was the sexy dance scene the party.
Or do you want to dance?
Wow, that dress, she was working that dress. And then when they had sex on the steps, I'm just going to throw it out there. I was like, woo. So the chemistry between the art thief and the sexy, seductive detective was worth the price of my admission. That is my nailed it.
So my nailed it is Tom Hanks as Captain Miller in Saving Private Ryan. But this is one of the great performances in his long list of performances that's overlooked. And that's him playing Captain Miller in Saving Private Ryan. The scene of them going on the beach in Normandy, right, was so real. And his actions on that beach, right? I mean, you were with him when he was doing this. His performance, literally, I mean, it drew me in. And the movie itself, right? I mean, I'm not an emotional guy when I look at movies, but I was really emotional in this movie because I'm a military guy myself, right? And I get where they were. So my nailed it is Tom Hanks as Captain Miller in Steven Spielberg's World War II classic, Saving Private Ryan.
All right, folks, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button. And we are available on every podcast platform in the universe. Just type in, Have You Seen It with Charles and Denise? And there we will be.
Well, audience, thank you very much for joining another episode of Have You Seen It with my homegirl, Denise, and yours truly, Charles. And we are out.
Bye-bye.
Boom, boom, ba-dum, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.